Thank you so much guys for watching my videos. Thank you for subscribing, and if you're new, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I love you guys. In today's video we are going to talk about do's and don'ts in a job interview, especially here in Germany. An interview is like going for a first date with your new job. And the good thing is, the company that you wish to work for is interested in you. That's why they invited you for that interview in the first place. So the first thing, the most important thing, is the way you dressed. Don't be overdressed. And in Germany, you don't have to wear like a suit. You don't have to be so much official. Put something decent and something comfortable. When you're overdressed, you feel uncomfortable, your body language changes, and then you start you start even sweating. Be yourself. Number 2 is make use of Google. Do your research. Research about the company. Inform yourself. And if you know the person who is going to interview you, you can search him, and if you have a picture, if you happen to get a picture of the interviewer, go to the mirror. You can imagine talking to that person. Like, it's going to make you have less fear. Point number 3 is avoid stress. If you're going by train, take a train 30 minutes earlier. If you're going by car, drive like 1 hour earlier to avoid traffic, and be there. Maybe for me, I would say be there 30 minutes earlier. It's not like, can you imagine going to an interview all sweaty and all stressed? Be friendly to those people who you're going to meet at the reception, and you never know. Their opinion might be important. They might be asked, what do you think about the guy who just left? Just be friendly. Like, you need to prepare yourself for that first date, because you know who you are, what you want, and what you can. And that's a perfect condition to find positive arguments about yourself. The next point is you need to prepare yourself for the basic questions. Like here in Germany, there are those questions that they almost ask in each and every interview. For example, one of the common questions is, why do you want to work for our company? And when they ask you this question, remember I talked about Google. I said you research. They want to know how much you know about the company that you want to be a part of. This is how they if you want to work with something, you have to show interest. And this is one of the questions where they want to see how much you've researched or what you know about the company. Another common question is, why should we pick you? When they ask, why should we take you? You're supposed to go to take your mind back. Where did you see this job opportunity? What were they looking for? So take your mind back there and state some of those things that they say they require, and then try to sell yourself. You're a graduate, you have like 5 years of experience, and if you have some further studies, you can include them, and you can talk about your strongholds. You just sell yourself. Another question that they mostly ask is about the hobbies. And about hobbies, you have to be very, very, very careful. You have to tell the truth. Don't say you can swim and you cannot swim. Just state those hobbies that you know you can. Another question they ask is about family. They ask if you have kids, if you're married, like basic family questions. And if they happen to ask something that you don't know, don't worry and don't panic. Nobody is perfect. You're not expected to know everything. Just be honest, be genuine, give true answers, don't lie, and nobody is perfect. You can practice with your family members or friends the basic questions that they ask, but don't cram them. After each and every interview here in Germany, or maybe any other interview, any other place, they are going to ask you, do you have any questions? Never say no. Saying no shows that you're not interested. It's a sign of no interest. You can write down a few questions that you wish to ask when you're at home, and then when they ask, do you have any questions, you can take out your blog and like you cancel the questions that have already been answered throughout the interview, and then those questions that are not yet answered, you can ask them. And please, I beg you, this is one mistake that we all do. We ask about the money. You can ask about the money, but it does not have to be the first question. I'm going to give you like 3 examples of the questions you can ask. I'm not saying you have to ask them. It depends on the kind of a job that you're getting. You know, you can ask like, how am I going to be trained in case I get this chance? You know, you can ask if you're going to get a mentor. Another question you can ask is, how is a typical daily routine? That shows that you're very, very much interested. Another question you can ask, this is going to depend with your qualification. You know, maybe you have a higher qualification. You can ask, where are those people who got the employment 3 years ago? In which position are they in? You know, that's a very good question you can ask. If they have the same position they had 3 years when they started, then that's going to be the same for you. You know, maybe you got the same question, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? And then be smart, ask the same question, where do you see this company in the next 5 years? And now this is the point where you're going to ask about the money, but you're going to ask indirectly. Don't be direct like, Besha. You can ask like in a smart way. You ask, are we talking about the payment in this interview or in our next interview? You know, this is very smart. And if you're lucky, they might say yes. And if they say like yes, take advantage of that chance. Ask about the money in brutto or netto, and everything else that you need to know, like if they offer Christmas money, how many holidays or vacation days that you're going to have, anything else. Oh, before I forget, throughout the interview, make sure you keep eye contact, and when greeting, give that guy or that lady a strong handshake. This is going to show the guy like, hey, unajua, confident. And be friendly, eye contact, and watch your body language. And another important thing, in case you don't understand anything, don't hesitate to ask them to repeat that question or to clarify the question again. You know, those are very, very important things, because you might leave the interview and maybe you didn't get some points. You know, like for us foreigners, sometimes the German gets tough and we don't understand everything. So as I end this, sometimes we feel like we want to know when we are going to get, like, to know if we got the chance or not. You know, mostly here in Germany, you don't get the answer directly. So the best way to ask is, when should I expect to hear from you? You know, if you ask them that, you give them a chance to decide when they should get back to you. You know, and if they tell you in 1 week's time, in 2 weeks' time, you can ask for a specific date, maybe up to date or by the end of, you know. And then if they give you the specific date and then after that date they don't call you or they don't get back to you, you can call them. But when you call them, you have to be like, hello, my name is blah blah blah, I had an interview on, you give the date, and the interview was with Mr. or Mrs. blah blah blah, and she or he promised to get back to me on this date, and until now I don't have any feedback. So that's it, guys, and I hope this video was helpful. I hope I managed to help someone somewhere. Bye, guys. Bye.